Shalom. I want to start giving all praises due to Yahweh, by Hashem and Yahweh Shah, and respect and charity to all you brothers out there on the battlefield, pushing this word with sincerity and truth. Another episode of Performing Arts, Brother Shema Basar, Proverbs, chapter 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. Now that's these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's your wisdom, that's your judgment, and that's instructions to help you walk through and to get by until Yahweh shall come back through the valleys of shadow of death. Okay? Verse 4, to give subtlety to the simple. Right. Because when you in the valleys of the shadow of death and you're in dense darkness, but Yahweh shall be a comfort for you. Okay? And that's the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of these scriptures. Okay? To the simple. Okay? To the young man, knowledge is discretion. Verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. Right. He will take counsel. He will take instruction. But a stupid man won't take instruction. A dumb son won't take instruction. He think he know it all. Nobody can't tell him nothing. Okay. He takes on a philosophy or the vibration of Alistair Crossley. Do it as I will. You can't do it as I will. You have to have instructions. Discipline, and that is the law, statutes, and commandments. They are instructions and discipline. To understand a proverb, the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings, right? Because it's like these words is allegories. Okay. Verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. See that? Fools despise wisdom and instruction. So when you despise, when you turn your back on these scriptures or you don't pay attention to these scriptures, you are a fool. Okay, let's go to Psalms 111 and 10. Psalms 111 and 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endure forever. There it is. I don't have to say no more. And then let's go to verse 8, Proverbs 1 and 8. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Okay, the father is Yahweh, and the mother is this wisdom. Okay, and that's the destruction. That's the Shalakia. That's the instructions of the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why in Isaiah 8 and 20, it says, to the laws and the testimony, if they speak not according to this, there's no light in them. So you will be in dense darkness. Okay? Verse 9, Proverbs 1 and 9. For they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. You know how you wear a chain on your neck, and it's shining, and it's gold? I mean, we really don't have pure gold today like in the ancient times, but these, if you pay attention to the instruction of these laws, it'll be like around your neck. It'll be a shine. It'll have this glow to it. It'll have this sparkle to it. It'll have this value to it. Okay? My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thee not. Right. Don't follow the world after the things of the heathen or to the customs of the heathens. Ephesians 5 and 11. Ephesians 5 and 11. Ephesians 5 and 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of the darkness, but rather reprove them. Right. And that's the shadow of death. That's in America, where our people are scattered abroad, their customs, okay, of the heathens. Okay, their pagan gods, their deities, all that. worshiping their gods in the garden and building wicked altars to them. You know what I'm saying? Their holidays, you know what I'm saying? Their pagan holidays, all that is in one big pot. And it says, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Right? We have to reprove our people. You know what I'm saying? We have to wake them up. Lord willing, if the Lord wants them to be waking up. And a lot of our people is not going to be woken up. Then it says, where we at? We at verse 11. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause. That's the works of Esau. You know what I'm saying? And the heathens to destroy us. They set up so many traps and snares for us and our people, being that we don't have these corals around our necks, these Lord's statute commandments, we fall into the bait, we fall into the trap, the nets, the snares, their gins. Okay? But the scripture's telling you if you follow instruction, you won't fall into their traps and their snares and their gins. Like a lot of time as me, a young man, not having these laws, statutes, and commandments, how I fell into it. So it's telling you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall. It's preparing you. It's warning you. You know? And it says, if they say, come, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privately for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our household with spoil. See, that's wealth. Filthy lucre's sake. You know? Mammon. Verse 14. Cast in thy lots among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. Right. That's like, well, Israel is supposed to be, when we in this thing, we're supposed to be trying to be priest and judge. A judge is supposed to be righteous in all things because you carrying the affairs of the Heavenly Father. So that's why it says don't take no bribery. But today, a lot of the judges, I'm talking about Israel, they take bribery for filthy lucre's sake and for money. So they mistreat the flock and they don't feed the flock the way the flock is supposed to feed them, to be fed as Yahweh commanded, you know. So that's why our people's in a docile mind and our people, our leaders are responsible for that because we don't really have leaders today. We have Uncle Tom niggas that's leading us. That's why our hood is all messed up. Okay, our people's all messed up. They're sick. Okay, because the leaders has failed. Okay, and we don't really have leaders. Okay, we don't even in Israel because some of the leaders have turned for filthy lucre's sake. They living good while brothers are starving and brothers don't even have a place to stay or enough to eat. You know what I'm saying? Brothers having a struggle on their own. Okay, but I guess as long as your belly is being filled, you good. And that's the mind frame of a fucking nigga. Excuse me. Nigga don't care about nobody unless he doing okay. Once he's doing good and shit like that, he'll sell a nigga out. And it says, verse 15, my son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from that path. Yeah. We supposed to be telling them the young brother that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Don't be greedy. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Help your brother out. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. If your brother's leading you to darkness, then you can't really mess with him like that. You could pray for him, but you can't let him drag you down. But you're supposed to help him to the best of your ability. Okay? Read on. 16. Proverbs 1:16. For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they that lay wait for their own blood, they lurk privately for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain. See that? That money. Now don't get me wrong, you can go after money. You know, so you could work hard for money. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have certain nice things. But when your whole mind frame is constantly on that all the time, day and night, and you're not thinking about nothing else, okay? Because remember, the Most High could plague you with sickness. And then how you going to work and get that money then? But the Most High tells you to keep busy. You know what I'm saying, too? So everything is a balance. But the first thing comes first is these instructions of the scriptures. And then it says in verse 19, so are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which take away the life of the owners thereof. You hear that? Wisdom cried without; she uttered her voice in the streets. That's the knowledge and wisdom of these scriptures. That's the wisdom. It cries out. Okay. She uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concord. That's on the highways and byways. That's the Agora. That's wherever the brothers out on the battlefield scattered abroad, pushing this word with sincerity and truth with the 12 tribes sign. So when the people walk by, they say, what is this? Okay. In the city, she uttered her sayings. How long, you simple one, will you love simplicity? Yeah, how long, you stupid ones, would you accept simplicity? Okay? How long would you denounce your power? Okay? How long will you kiss the white man's ass and the heathen's ass? All right? How long will you believe that you are God, following them, and there is no God above you, the supreme being God, all I seeing, whose name is Yahweh, whose name means breath, Father of spirits? How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Yeah, y'all naive. Fools hate knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're talking about the Most High, you don't want to hear about the Most High. But when you're talking about some pussy and some, excuse my language, because I have to be raw like this. And I don't care if you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But you talk about negative things, running to shed blood, or things that's evil, things that's irrelevant, things that's like the woman want to go to the club and meanwhile her kids are starving and ain't got no food on the plate, or her bills is behind. She might be kicked out, but she rather pick to go to the club or selling her body. A nigga sell drugs because he need that money to his own people. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that new jacket or no new Jordans. How long, you simple one, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorners, and fools hate knowledge. Niggas hate knowledge. And the real knowledge we're talking about are not knowledge of the school book of history, the knowledge of the scriptures. That's the knowledge we're talking about. Hold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called you. Because I have called and you refused. I stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have set at naught all my counsel and were none of my reproof. See? And that's why we're in the state of condition that we're in. But we don't want the counsel of this Bible of Yahweh. We want the counsel of men. Okay? Another knockout. All praise is due to Yahweh.
Very good. That was very good.